Welcome back, everyone. This is Wayne Breitbarth, the author of The Power Formula for LinkedIn Success, which happens to be the number one selling book of all time on LinkedIn. Thanks to you and all your support. I appreciate that. You know I do. Today's video is about helping you with a feature that I think is way underused on LinkedIn called the Search Status Update. Some people refer to it as Signal. And let's get right into it. I think you're going to love this one. From your home page, click on the magnifying glass, little blue magnifying glass here. It will move you into the page where you can begin to do what I call searching status updates. So what this feature allows you to do is to listen to conversations of people all over the world that are on LinkedIn about that are revolving around a keyword. So let's say I'm going to look for conversations relating to color measurement, which was a topic that I helped my friends at QuadTech with their worldwide conference last week, and we did use this as one of our searches. So there are 13 people all over the world talking about color measurement. Antonio is a person I'm not even connected to, and he's in Mexico. Lou is a second degree, and Brian is a third degree. So what is so interesting about this is I can check on these conversations or status updates, which are conversations, of people that I'm not even connected to. I can read them. I could send them a comment if I could help them and add a little value to what they're talking about, or even remind them that I do certain things and they may want to check out my website or my blog, and I've got things to talk about this space. So when I showed this to the people from QuadTech, they just loved it, and especially because they're a worldwide company that could see who's talking about their company, their brands, the processes they do, and that's how you should be thinking about it as well. Let me give you another example that when I go in here and frequently look for search status updates about my book. So there are 19 people who have mentioned my book in the last 2 weeks. That's what this parameter is, unless you change it and make it shorter, who have talked about my book. Well, one day I did this very thing, and I found Pam Fenimore, who's the director of the Cobb Chamber of Commerce in outside of Atlanta, and said that their chamber was going to study my book for their book club, their business book club. And so I commented back and said, I think that's really great. Thanks for doing that. Would you like to have me Skype into one of your events towards the end of your book study? And she said that'd be great. And we did that. And so I was able to Skype on with about 25 great business folks from Atlanta. We had a lot of fun with that. But also what came out of that is now I'm going down to speak there at the chamber later this year. So I'm excited about that. So the way you should think about this is conversations that you can listen to about people talking about you, your competitors, your brands, and then once you find those, be sure to save them. Hit the save button here, and then they will show up in your save list here. And from time to time, you come in here and click on. And look, now the other thing you can do is once you have found a search status update you like, you can filter that by these other items, by people just in your network, by the companies that are talking about that, by the locations. That's a very helpful one because maybe you don't want to listen to conversations all over the world on a certain topic, by industry, time, school, and topics. Good stuff. Very good way for you to listen in and find new customers, new vendor suppliers, maybe even some new employees by listening to what people are talking about. So my question for you is, are you listening? So be sure to use this tool to do just that, listen in. I would like to make sure to remind you to check out my website, thepowerformula.net, powerformula.net, and you'll find on the free resources page all these great resources that you'll find for your LinkedIn expansion of your knowledge. That's what I do here, as many of you know, but for those of you who might be new, that's what I do. I help people with LinkedIn and try to just find the best business ways to get the great use out of this super networking tool. I hope you all have a great day, and I hope to meet you out in the virtual world someday. Take care.